We have an author here that's going to be teaching you something, hopefully, that will be very helpful in the next couple of weeks. Of course, the holiday season is upon us, and a lot of times you may not see your elderly relatives until this time of year, Jackie.
That's right. And we think about the holidays being with family, friends, and all the great things going on, but we want to remember some other important issues as well.
Yeah, and mainly we're here to talk about dementia and how some of the signs that you might want to keep an eye out for, especially if you haven't seen somebody for a while. You might be better apt to pick some things out. We have Amy Barth with us right now. First of all, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you're an Iowan.
I am.
Tell everybody where you're from.
Messina.
Now, how about that? And you went to UNI.
I did.
All right.
Go Panthers.
Go Panthers. And tell everybody where you're working now.
I work at Arbor Springs. It's a skilled nursing facility in West Des Moines exclusively for Alzheimer's and dementia.
Now, let's start there. Let's start off with what we're going to be talking about, dementia. What is dementia? Dementia
is a general definition for memory loss. It's not an actual disease. Dementia is it describes symptoms that go along with memory loss.
It's kind of a wide-ranging diagnosis, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, Alzheimer's is included in dementia, right?
Alzheimer's is a type of dementia. The way I always describe it is dementia is an umbrella, and there are types of dementia. So there's Alzheimer's, there's Lewy bodies, there's PICS, there's Parkinson's dementia, there's alcohol-induced dementia, cardiovascular. So there's all types of dementia. A lot of times people just assume Alzheimer's and dementia are the same thing, and they're completely not.
It's I don't know if you want to use the word epidemic, but as baby boomers are aging, I mean, this is a huge deal in this country.
It is. It's huge. As the generations are living longer, age is obviously a factor in getting dementia, and so as we're living longer, as we have, we're healthier, we have all these medicines to keep us healthy, so we're living longer, and then the brain.
What age are we talking about here?
Typically, I mean, it can go all the way to early onset, which is in your 50s. So it can start in your 50s, more so 70s and 80s.
And why is it so important to talk about something like this during the holidays?
Because dementia it's a very challenging disease, and the holiday time, families want to assume we want to get together and continue to do all the traditions, have the big parties, do all the normal things. And somebody who has dementia, that can be challenging for them. It can be overstimulating. The brain is trying so hard just to function and to tell me to do the simple tasks. And then I have all this outside noise going on. I have all these kids running around. I have all these things going on at a Christmas party per se, and I'm struggling with trying just to remember the names of my grandkids. And then I have all this other stuff going on, and it can be very challenging, and it can then make me want to withdraw, not want to be a part of it. And families get really discouraged because mom used to love Christmas. This was her favorite holiday. She loved to have the grandkids come over. And now mom is, after an hour, she's like, I'm done. And then just withdraws and doesn't want to participate.
Right. We do not so great a job in this country of taking care of these people on a national level. When you look at what Europe does and how they handle people who age, this is something that's going to happen to a lot of people. And right now, maybe that level of care isn't as good as it could be. What's the typical progression as that goes on?
The progression of the disease process?
Well, let's start with the progression of care. As people maybe the holidays are the first time that people start to recognize something's going on here.
It's very common between the Thanksgiving and Christmas. Typically, we see an increase in referrals because families might live away. I mean, a lot of families have moved away, kids have moved away. They come back for the holidays and they notice, wow, mom's changed. Mom's different. When I saw her 6 months ago, she was sharper. There was much more connecting going on there. So when they come now to visit during the holidays, they see these signs. So now we're going to start looking at, does mom need help? Does mom need, do we need home care? There's lots of options with care. The first thing you need to do is really get mom in to see her doctor. Mom needs to see a physician, to get a current history and physical, to have a battery of tests run that can help determine if in fact there is dementia going on, or is there something else going on?
Right.
Do we have an acute illness going on that's causing confusion?
Right.
Did mom recently have a surgery and the anesthesia just hasn't really worked its way out? There's lots of different things that it doesn't necessarily have to mean dementia.
What are some of the signs that you want to look for if you are going to go back and visit with somebody you haven't seen for a while? Some of the things you might want to keep in mind when visiting.
Withdrawal is a huge one. Depression, not as active, not as involved, kind of withdrawing from your normal activities, normal hobbies. Every day I go have coffee with my friends, and I only go maybe twice a week now. So I'm not doing the normal things I normally do. Another key thing to look at is just things in the house. The refrigerator. Are the items in the refrigerator spoiled? Looking at mom's med planner. Are there a couple of days where there's still pills in the med planner that maybe she didn't take her pills last night? So little things like that you can look at, and it kind of helps give you an indication that something might not be on track with mom.
Caring for someone with dementia or Alzheimer's can be absolutely exhausting and
Yes.
draining. And as you mentioned before, there is help out there for people, isn't there?
Absolutely. There is a wide variety of help. I'm a huge advocate for keeping somebody in their home for as long as possible. I always say it's on nobody's bucket list to live in a nursing home.
Right.
But there is a time and a place for a facility like mine. But there's lots of options. There's home care, there's assisted living, and then of course there's the nursing facilities that can do all the hands-on care for somebody.
And a way to stay more educated is an ebook that is available.
Absolutely. We have put together an ebook, and it is on our website, and there's a link I believe you guys have to go to the website to get this ebook. It is it's a great tool for anybody to download and to look at and to just help guide you through the process. There's just tips in here for a caregiver, what a caregiver needs to do, signs to look for, ways to take care of yourself, because as a caregiver it's exhausting. Like you said, Jason, it's very exhausting, and you have to take care of yourself in order to take care of somebody else as well. So this is a great resource.
Important things to think about as we're heading into the holidays
Absolutely.
and seeing our loved ones.
Absolutely.
You have some loved ones that are getting up in the ages. This is not a bad idea, especially before the holidays. Download it and use it.
Yep, absolutely.
Wonderful. Well,
Thank you
thank
so
you
much.
so much.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Appreciate it. Have a good holiday.
Thank you. You too.